Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Typo Podcast. I'm Ariana.
And I'm Kaili. On here, we interview guests and discuss a variety of topics.
This includes school, art, content creation, and life in general.
Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Typo Podcast. Today, Kaili and I are just going to be talking about our ambitions, our goals, because I realized that it's been a while since we've done like a good chunk of podcasts. I'll be real. Like we do our podcast kind of like in spurs every now and then, like every couple months. And so it's been a while since we sat down and talked to you guys about our goals and ambitions. And I wanted to talk about how they have changed or stayed the same over the past year or two. Because Kaili, look, I was doing some reflection the other day.
Ooh.
I was browsing in my old Minecraft YouTube channel, and it's like hitting me that I think it's been like 2 years. 2 years since I last uploaded a video.
That's crazy.
Part of me wants to say 3, but no, there's absolutely no. I think it was 2020, like June 2020 that I last uploaded, so 2 years almost. And I was like, man, I used to be so ambitious and set on this Minecraft YouTube channel, and it was like my entire life was making videos. And now I feel like very different in that regard. And so I wanted to sit down and kind of like make a podcast episode about that, because I don't know about you. Maybe your goals have stayed the same because you're still extremely consistent with YouTube and content creation and stuff. But still, I was wondering, because you're at college now and you're kind of in that change of environment, have your like ambitions or anything like changed, your goals?
Yeah. Just because like I'm remembering our bucket list video where we shared a lot of our goals. I don't know how many years, that might have been 2 or 1 year ago. I don't know how long that was.
I don't know.
But
I don't even remember we did that.
Yeah, no, that was like one of our longest podcasts, and we shared like so many goals. I think for the most part, most of my goals are the same, like wanting to travel more, like road trips with friends and stuff. I feel like if anything would change, ever since like I was in high school, my biggest dream was to move out to Utah after college. And now that I'm already in college, like I'm seeing like that could totally change, because whether I get a job after school, if I stay in the Pennsylvania area, or something happens content creation wise, like they're always in the back of my head, there's been such thing as like a content creator house. Like that's definitely like a far goal. That's definitely not what I want, but there's always a possibility of that. So I think for the most part, I still want to move out to Utah, but I know that that can change at any moment given the circumstances that I'm in. But yeah, most of the goals have stayed pretty much the same for me.
I don't remember any of the goals that I said in that video.
Yeah,
do you remember anything that I said?
I know that they're written down in my phone still, because I was looking off of my phone bucket list. So if I look back in some of the notes in my phone, I bet I can find some, but I don't remember a lot of them I don't remember anything off the top of my head.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming like I should have gone back and watched that video, because I didn't even know that we did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure I talked about travel too. But yeah. When you're talking about Utah, right? Were you hoping to actually like go to college in Utah? Is that what you mean? Or
no, just like move out there, like live out there. Hopefully
like,
get a job
after
out
school?
there, yeah, after college.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I can see you out there
Yes.
in Utah.
Plus I love skiing, and the ski resort that I love to, Alta, is right up in Salt Lake City area, like just north of there. So if I could get like a job like digital marketing or some sort of working for an org out there, then that would be perfect. Living in like a nice apartment or something.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people tell me that they could see me live in like either Maine or Washington.
Oh, it's literally you. Washington, of course. PNW's right there for you.
Oh yeah. I would love to live in the PNW.
And Maine kind of has like the same aspect of that.
It does. It gives that kind of forest feel. It's just a matter of east versus west, and I don't know. I just thought that was funny, because I would definitely live in either. I don't know about Maine, but I've never been to Maine. I know nothing about it.
I've never been there either.
Yeah, but so yeah, I think for the most part, I guess our like bucket list goals have stayed the same. I know my goals have stayed the same, but they've kind of like shifted in a way.
In
Like
what
I've put
way?
more focus on some than the others. So I still love making videos, um, but I've kind of started to look at that as like I enjoy filmmaking. I enjoy like telling stories, short stories. I like to document things, that kind of stuff. And I think I've kind of just like I I've always had an interest in things like international relations and travel and just our world in general, whether it be like, I don't know, kind of like politics or just nature, sustainability. I don't know. That's always been like something that I've grown up with and focused a lot in my education, focused a lot
Mhm.
on. And I've always wanted to kind of combine that with art, filmmaking, video making, all of that. So, I don't know. I think I've kind of started to focus a lot more on that like that global and like international relations standpoint more so than the content creation. So like obviously I haven't uploaded like a Minecraft video or a vlog importantly in a few years really because I've been so focused on that international relations aspect and that's like something I would love to focus on in college. So it's something I've dedicated a lot more thought to. So I've kind of shifted a little bit away from content creation, but I still work on a lot of like filmmaking related stuff with friends and stuff at school, which is great. And I really hope to combine those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
still like passionate about content creation and storytelling in a way. It's just as of these past couple years, I haven't been focusing entirely on that. I kind of like started focusing on multiple things rather than just one.
Mhm. I know that
But yeah.
you sent me the K-pop music video yesterday, and you were like, "I would love to like film something like this or do something like that."
Yeah.
And I could totally see you doing that. And again, you were like talking about like combining the two, and always like content creation will definitely, I still think, be like a hobby for you if you still get
Oh,
into
yeah.
all of like the global stuff in the future. But like there, those things combine so well. So like in the future, like I could definitely see you like possibly directing, filming music videos, or like having cool ideas for more short films and all that stuff.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, I would love to do that kind of stuff. And yeah, I yesterday I sent Kaylee a video of DPR Ian. Definitely recommend looking it up.
Hmm.
Great musician, amazing. And the his music videos are so cool. I'm pretty sure he directs them himself.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
he's
I
super
watched the
crazy.
one that you sent me. I'm pulling it up on my phone just because it's hard on my PC
Do you
right
remember
now.
which song it was?
So beautiful.
So Beautiful by DPR Ian. Definitely recommend,
Yeah,
guys. Go
I
listen to
watched
that.
like 2 seconds of that too, and like already the effects and everything were like crazy.
Yeah, he is truly an amazing artist. He's a part of DPR, so Dream Perfect Regime. That includes DPR Live, uh, and a couple others I don't know. DPR Cream and DPR someone else. Ah, I feel bad. Anyways, but DPR Live and DPR Ann are like I would say the bigger of the two. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're watching this on YouTube, Kaylee's showing her screen right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music videos that he makes and all of them in DPR are absolutely stunning. He handles a lot of the visual aspects, so he directs a lot of the music videos, and they're absolutely amazing. And I would love to direct some music videos in the future. That's definitely more like creative. I would also love to do like documentary filmmaking and stuff.
Hmm.
But honestly, music videos have been like a dream of mine ever since like 2018. I don't know why, but I vividly remember being in like 2018 and being like, man, I would love to direct some music videos.
I could totally see you
So,
doing it though too, so that would be awesome.
yeah. Me and my friends, we have a little film crew at school, and I think we're hoping to make a music video for another girl who goes to our school. Because, like I said, art school, she's a
Yeah.
music kid, and we're like the visual ones. And so
You've also
I
done
love it
like
when we
the
combine.
album photo shoots too, so with her music and stuff, you
Yeah.
could definitely make like a fun music video.
Yeah, and I've worked with her before for some stuff. I made her album cover. So it's really cool. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. I love working with people who are into music because I personally am not musically inclined. I am not. I am so bad. I can't sing. I don't know how to play any instruments. I don't understand any of it. All I know is that I love listening to music and watching music videos, and I really want to bring that visual aspect to them and like work with musicians. I think that'll be awesome.
And that's perfect too because so many musicians like have images of like or like the meaning behind everything, which is usually
Yeah.
shown in like music videos if it's a story of someone that goes through life or they're talking about this or whatever and they want to visualize that for their music video, so that's literally perfect for you.
Yeah. A lot of them will obviously musicians are like 90% of the time gonna have some sort of metaphor in
Mhm.
their lyrics and stuff, and so it's always nice to help bring that out visually to help better convey the story and the message. So
Yeah.
it's always exciting to think about, yeah. It's always fun, but yeah. How about you? Creatively, like, I know you just do everything, bro. You just you make videos, you make gaming videos, you do photography.
Mhm. Yeah, it's honestly crazy because I consider myself self-taught with pretty much everything that I've learned with like Photoshop and video editing
Mm.
softwares, especially editing softwares. I started out with Windows Movie Maker, if you know what that is.
Oh my gosh. I
Um,
do not.
it's literally I don't even know if that's a thing anymore, but it was maybe iMovie, but even like a step below iMovie. But I learned iMovie and Windows Movie Maker, that kinda goes together, but when it came down to, like, finding something free too was also a big factor for me during the time,
Mm.
so then it was HitFilm, and I know that we both have did you use HitFilm at all? I don't
I've never used HitFilm. I
okay.
used Camtasia, but I think that was
I
paid
used
like 20 bucks.
Camtasia. I always did the
Yeah.
free trial for that. I remember Camtasia because it had
Mm,
the
yeah.
screen recording, but I used
Exactly, yeah.
HitFilm, and I used that for a while, and then I moved on to Vegas. Um, but with a lot of it, like, I looked up tutorials, and every single time Premiere or Final Cut Pro came up just because, like, those are really good editing softwares that a lot of people use. So then eventually I moved on to Premiere, but in general, I would say I'm self-taught, and it's honestly crazy how just, like, looking up YouTube videos can, like, help you with a certain task, like doing this effect and everything, so I think with anything else, I really wanna keep learning, like, Adobe Illustrator, like, more effects with Photoshop, because while I know the basics, there's, like, so much stuff you can do with that software and make, like, really cool art, so I think, like, actually working with art in Photoshop instead of just making like banners or thumbnails, like really like learning how to mask out stuff better or like making fun like sci-fi images in there or something.
Mm. Yeah, I I'm pretty self-taught too when it comes to the softwares, like, YouTube is a great school.
Yes.
And I mean that, like, literally too,
No,
like,
for real.
you can find, like, small tutorials for anything, but then also when I say, like, it's a school literally, I mean, like, some universities will upload, like, lectures to
Yeah.
YouTube,
No, it's
like,
so
publicly. I
true.
love
So
watching those,
true.
it's kinda fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, I'm pretty self-taught with all those. I conquered Camtasia first, and then but that was, like, I don't know. And then once I got access to Premiere, watched YouTube videos, conquered that, and then when it comes to, like, Illustrator and stuff, I don't know Illustrator. The 2 Adobe
Yeah.
programs that have always intimidated me are Illustrator and After Effects.
Oh my god, agreed. And I know before I say that I've wanted to learn After Effects, I just still have never gotten into that because one,
Same.
like you do you know you remember Steven, right? On the Realm?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, of
anyways,
course.
he makes the really cool intros, and I'm always like, "Hey, you gotta teach me how to make some of these because I always ask you to make intros for me and stuff. Like, how do you do this?" And he says it's all about, like, keyframing and whatnot, and it's not, like, too, like, hardcore or whatever, but I'm, like, still totally lost with, like, even the timeline and the features that you have to do in After Effects is so confusing to me.
I know. I have a lot of respect for, like for people in fandoms on, like, the internet who make, like, edits.
Oh,
So, like,
yes.
K-pop edits or, like, edits of, like, any TV show, really.
Mhm.
They all use After Effects, and I'm like, "Bro,
I know.
how do you learn it
Crazy.
that quickly?" Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely intimidating. There's probably footage somewhere on the internet of me, like, 4 years ago being like, "I'm gonna learn After Effects." To this day, I still have not.
Yeah, that
I
was
really
definitely
should,
me.
though. I really should because most, like, professional jobs that require video editing knowledge, obviously Premiere is a big one to know that they're gonna want you to know, but After Effects is usually, like, another program that's
Mhm.
kinda crucial, and so I'm really, like, I gotta get on that grind. But Illustrator, yeah, I don't really have a need for Illustrator.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's there, I've tried it, but I don't necessarily need to use it all the time.
The pen tool is so annoying to get used
It
to. I don't
is,
I
yeah.
see, like, people making, like, mascot logos, and that's something that I got into ones where like they
Same.
take their like just sketch on paper, they put it into Illustrator and they use the pen tool like it's so easy. When I try and bend the lines, like it's so annoying to deal with. So that's why I've kind of just I'm a Photoshop and Premiere user at heart.
Yeah. You know what? That just reminds me. The other day I was thinking like I in 7th grade, I think, got into the mascot logo thing too.
Yeah.
And I used Photoshop, but I actually made like decent money from that. Like that's how I
Mhm.
bought my camera for the most part. Like I bought my camera with that along with some like leftover birthday money. But literally by making mascot logos, I would sell them for like 10 bucks a pop, I think, and I would make them
Yeah.
in Photoshop.
Those
But they were
things go
so much
for so
fun.
much too these days. Like
These
our
days,
logo
yeah.
right here, like I got that made by someone who creates mascot logos and stuff.
That's awesome, yeah. Definitely, Illustrator is definitely better for logos. I
Mhm.
was just, like, too annoyed by it to make my logos in there, and, like,
Yeah.
I was doing it for cheap, and I was, like, in 7th grade, so I was just using Photoshop, but, yeah, any logo should be made in Illustrator
Mhm.
because vectorized and everything, but it's awesome. Oh my god, but I conquered Photoshop, I conquered Lightroom.
Lightroom's fun. Lightroom's
Lightroom is
fun.
really fun, but one thing I've been doing a lot more of recently is editing my photos in Photoshop,
Oh,
which makes more
really?
sense. Usually I just edit them in Lightroom,
Mhm.
but now I take them into Photoshop like almost always because I can either take out things or I can just like get creative with the brush tool, like literally anything. It's so much fun. I don't know why I wasn't using Photoshop before. Like it's literally Photoshop, like you know what I mean? But Lightroom and Photoshop combined are awesome for
Yeah.
photography.
What do you do
But
in Photoshop then? Because I personally have never used unless if I want to like key out something or like really Photoshop it, put something there that wasn't there or something, like then I'll use Photoshop. But in general terms, I'll just use Lightroom, edit up the photos, shadows, highlights, colors, whatever. But I guess what's your
mhm.
process then for the Photoshop part?
Well, firstly, like I do all the basic color grading and everything in Lightroom because
Mm-hmm.
it's just easier to add like a vignette or grain or that kind of stuff. But then I'll take it into Photoshop to either take out things, like edit things out. Um, Also maybe to like blur things. Sometimes I'll get the brush tool and I'll like lay some like soft like colors like on top. Like I'll use a soft brush and I'll like lay some color out. Like example, like putting yellow over like an area with sunlight and then kind of turning down the opacity and maybe like changing the blend mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to add some more color or light and all that. Just to like, I don't know, amplify things.
Oh,
It's
okay.
super fun.
Sick.
Yeah. Not a lot. I don't go like intense with it. I just
Mm-hmm.
whatever basic corrections might be needed. Especially when I do photo shoots with people. I have to take it into Photoshop, like, there's no option. It just makes it so much better, I love it. It's a lot of
Interesting.
fun.
Cool.
I know a lot of people who use, like, the liquify tool, which is kinda
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
if people don't know, it's like smudging your photo, kinda, sorta. It's not like a smudge tool, but
It
you
like
kinda drag
twirls
pieces
the
of your photo.
image around.
Exactly, yeah. It's like a brush that you can use, and it's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all the Adobe programs and stuff. That's how we've been advancing.
Yeah.
We kinda got off topic a little
Yeah,
bit,
we
but that's
did.
okay, it's a
It's
podcast.
okay. Yeah.
It's a podcast. We talked about our goals and everything,
Mhm.
kinda stayed the same and changed. Both of us are still clearly into content creation. You're more into it definitely because 'cause you're consistent with it. When I my view on content creation has kinda changed, like, usually when you would say the word content, or, like, video content, influencer, I would think of making, like, daily vlogs
Yeah.
and that kinda stuff. But I think that if I were to record a vlog right now, the style of it would probably be completely different because I've taken in a lot of I don't know, filmmaking, I guess in a way. I
Yeah,
don't know how to describe it.
I know
I've
what
been
you
watching a
mean.
lot
I
of
know what you mean, though, because
I've been
obviously I've
yeah,
seen your style and stuff before. Other
exactly, yeah.
people may not know, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, the stuff I've been creating lately is a lot more like laid back and relaxed and like I think if I were to record a vlog, I wouldn't necessarily talk a lot. I would just kind of show clips and just make it very cinematic in a way. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it, but it's definitely changed and it's definitely come from a lot of influence from different artists that I've started following. Um, but yeah. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I showed you this short film yesterday, which is not released to the public, so don't go looking for it. But that kind of style, like imagine that, but a vlog.
Yeah,
That's
no.
kind of like, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I would like to
But
watch that, so you should definitely film a vlog like that.
you've been pushing me for like 3
I
years
have,
to make a
and
vlog.
every single time in this podcast when we talk about, like, any video or, like, "I haven't uploaded in so long." Ariana, we need that vlog.
Maybe one day. Um, Hopefully I'll upload some like short films or something to YouTube. Make some
Yes.
public. That'll be fun. I
Mhm,
post mostly to my Instagram though. So yeah, been doing a lot of that lately.
mhm.
But yeah, I think a lot of stuff has changed with us. Clearly, I mean, it's only natural. With time comes change. But I'm
For
glad that
real.
both of us are still like set on our dreams. Like we have these goals, but we've kind of just added to it in a
Mhm.
way
And
to
I'm
say. Yeah.
glad that, like, both of us still have, like, that creation like, content creation still with us.
Hmm.
Like,
It's deep in our hearts.
even if it's not, like, obviously, my content is a lot more different than what your style is, like, with the short films and stuff, but we still have, like, the video creation still that we both
Definitely.
love and that we will most likely carry on for the rest of our life.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of like I'm thinking about it now, and a lot of my old videos used to be very fast paced. Like when I think of vlogs, like back then, people that inspired me were like, I don't know, Casey Neistat,
Yeah.
just a lot of people who Elliot Choi,
Yes.
um,
Still love
they
his
make
videos.
really fast-paced kind of videos that are like that hustle, that grind, like, get that stuff done. But nowadays, I'm so different from that now, bro. I tried so hard to make videos like that, but oh my God, I think I'm the opposite. I'm such a like type B personality. I you know what I mean? I've
Mhm.
become very laid back. Like I can't even see myself making a video. Like a Casey Neistat style video. Oh my God.
Love
I haven't
Casey.
watched him in years. Yeah, he was great.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's always fun. I love watching videos like that, but I could not do that.
I feel that.
I know, right? Yeah, it's
Mhm.
crazy. But yeah.
You have to say, if we ever get together, we should create something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was never an option. We were going
No,
to do that.
and we still are. Like, I feel like
Yes.
now that we are, like, adults, like, you're almost an adult, but, like, still,
Legally almost.
now I feel like our chances are getting a little bit higher just because of, I mean, you can drive. I'm a lot closer to you with college, so there's
Mhm.
times where we could possibly meet in the middle or something.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, that'd be dope.
that'd
Create
be
some great
so much
videos.
fun.
It would be fun. Yeah. But I think we can end off the podcast here, right?
Mhm.
Are we gonna cut that
Yeah,
last part?
I'll cut that.
We'll cut part of it. I don't know.
I'll cut the part where you're like, "How long have we
Yeah,
been?"
how
Yeah,
long do we
yeah,
have?
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You want to do the outro?
You can
Who's
do
gonna
the
do it?
outro.
Okay, I'll do it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Okay. All right, but yeah, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. Kaylee's going back to college. We're both
Tomorrow.
going back to
Oh
school.
my god.
So I pray that we'll be able to get some more episodes out because I feel like we've been coming up with more and more ideas, but no promises.
Yeah. I mean, at least we're filming, like, right now. Like, we grinded out this week with a bunch of
Yeah, we
podcasts,
did.
so I'm excited to
Definitely.
post these.
For sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to follow us at Typo Podcast on Instagram or Twitter. And yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.